iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans. It's Thursday night. That means it's time to go short track racing with the Short Track Scrambler Series presented by Red Light Racing. Tonight's race brought to us by Bar Macqui just in time for St. Patrick's Day. St. Patty's Day weekend Willi Pilsner Bash at the Bar Macqui. Well, it's where you're going to go as strangers, race fans, and you are going to leave as friends. Bar Macqui is one of the best places to go, especially on St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you head to Bar Macqui this week for the, well, is it this week? Yeah, this week for the St. Patrick's Day weekend. Of course it's this week. Duh. Silly question, isn't it, race fans? But tonight here at the Southern National Raceway, it is race number 3 of the season, and as we come into tonight's race, who is on top of the point standings is what everybody's talking about down in the pits, and it is Michael Trevarthen. Trevarthen not here tonight, but Eric Stout and Brian Bianchi, who are sitting second and third in the point standings with Max Terriot right there. Those 3 drivers are here, so tonight, after we leave here from Southern National, we will have a brand new points championship leader. So that's something that we're going to talk about all night long. But hey, let's kick this bash off here tonight with the Six Rings Racing starting lineup here tonight, and starting on the pole here tonight, the old number 42. It'll be Max Terriot. Snagging his first front row starting spot this season, car number 17 of Chad Allcares. He is right there, car number 17. Right behind him, another rookie, car number 81. How about Ken Allen? He's got a hot shoe here tonight. And 2 weeks in a row, A.J. Watkins has himself inside the top 5 here to start tonight's race. Car number 95 will start 4th. How about the double V entry? Victor Val's car number 53. He will start P number 5. Starting into the 6th position here tonight, car number 12, the Six Rings Racing entry. That'll be Eric Stout. He'll go from 6th starting spot here tonight. While the Higgins Hill Racing Checkered Flag Auto Supply Busch Latte number 40 of Rob the Macho Man Higgins will go from 7th. And how about the Canadian Invasion number 31, the Jiffy Lube entry? Dave Bragg will roll from 8th. Richard Murdoch in car 01 out of South Carolina will go from the 9th starting spot here tonight. And it's the Beefy Motorsports. Number 38, the Feeney Call. Number 38, of Brandon Feeney. He'll start 10th. TJ Henson, car number 62, will start from the 11th starting spot here tonight. How about the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe? Bar Macqui, number 14, MA, of Brian Bianchi. He'll go from the 12th starting spot here tonight. And the Old Granny Hips Walkers and Canes, number 13, MA, of Joshua Buckley, will go from 13th. Bob Higgins of the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, number 30, will go from 14th. And Kevin Batchelor in car number 83 will round out the field. That's our starting lineup, brought to us by our friends over at Six Rings Racing. Ready to drop the hammer this time by, you hear them coming down the back straightaway here. 100 laps of distance here tonight in St. Patty's weekend. Willie Pilsner's Bash is green flag here tonight, presented by Bar Macqui. Great start by Max, and he's going to try and run away and hide from the Dunkin' Donuts. Number 17 of Chad Allcare's lap number 1, as we're just about 3 wide racing back there. Lap 1 will go to Max Terriol. Allcare's Watkins across the line, but Ken Allen is right there inside the number 95, trying to work the bottom side of the speedway. Here at Southern National, we always see, oh, big wiggle back there. That was the 31. You see him right there. The switch tire entry here tonight. A brand new paint scheme on that number 31 for Dave Bragg. He was all sorts of out of shape. I thought he was going to lose it one way. I thought he was going to lose it the other way when he hung on to her. So Bragg back into the 9th position. Lost the spot there to Richard Murdoch. You see Murdoch there in the 0-1, the driver out of South Carolina, making it a full season this year. I do hear from, well, his spotter, James Skelton, telling me that Richard Murdoch is going to run the full season here on Thursday night. So it's going to be good to see Richard Murdoch branch out and try something new. He's never ran full-time. We've seen him run a kind of pick-and-choose schedule through the last couple of seasons. One car into the outside wall out of turn number 4. That was car number 95. That's A.J. Watkins. Watkins putting it up there, just leaning the right side of that Lightning McQueen. Oh, come on, stickers. Don't rub off those stickers here tonight. Uh-oh, caution lights on here, and I'm being told it's for car number 62 of TJ Henson. TJ Henson having some problems in his goodies, number 62. And this is what they're showing me. Got a little crossed up out of 2 as he worked down the back straightaway and down into 3 and 4. The rear end just coming out from underneath. Joshua Buckley going, whoop! And he went up and around TJ Henson. Right on board with TJ. Let's hear when he picks the throttle up. Didn't even get to back to the throttle there. Just coming around on TJ Henson. So Henson will snag the back of the field here. There you see the purple. Well, purple, it's pink when the light hits it. Pink, number 62. He'll start shotgun back to the field. No harm, no foul, though, as he just went for a little harmless slide. Max Terriot has been able to lead the first 10 laps here tonight as we work under the first caution flag here from Southern National. Race fans, who do you think has it here tonight at Southern National? Is it Max Terriot? How about the rookies that are right now currently inside the top 5? There's the Dunkin' Donuts, number 17 of Chad Allcares. Heard he lives off Dunkin', so I guess, well, the whole world does run off Dunkin'. Then it's Ken Allen. There's car number 81 down to the inside. There you see him, the black and red, number 81. 2 rookies. And how about A.J. Watkins? He was just a rookie just a couple seasons ago, and here he is battling inside the top 5. 10 laps, 11 laps in the books. Back to green flag racing we go, and they're going to stack them up. One going to go around, and 1, 2, 3 cars around on the front straightaway. Caution lights staying off for right now. We'll see if they throw the caution flag. Bob Higgins trying to get it pointed back into the right direction. Caution lights now will come out. The restart got jumbled up there, so we'll go caution lights here for the second time here in the opening stages of this one. Eric Stout going around. I saw Dave Bragg, Bob Higgins, Brian Bianchi, TJ Henson all involved. Bob Higgins down there, and well, let's go back. Let's start to dissect this one because I'm sure we're going to have to. There's the number 12. That is Eric Stout. Fourth car to the inside row. Oh, the inside just didn't go. I think that was Victor Valls in car number 53. Stout get up underneath him. There's Brian Bianchi, the Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe, number 14. He's got nose damage to that Ford Mustang. He turned it around and kept going. Right on board here, this is Dave Bragg. Bragg just got up underneath the number 12 there of Eric Stout. Kind of like a shovel nose. With Brian Bianchi. That's the feeling you don't want to have, is right where Brian was. He got turned around and then facing backwards, and the whole field coming right at him and unfortunately making nose-to-nose contact. A couple drivers did go down pit road. It looks like Dave Bragg was down pit road. TJ Henson, Eric Stout was down there along with Joshua Buckley. Those drivers all making their trip to pit road. They've all made one pit stop here tonight. Bob Higgins did get turned back around. It looks like he is being scored at least one lap down currently here tonight. This time by, we should get the one to go, so we should be doubling these drivers back up, getting ready to go right back at it. Chad Allcares did lose a position there to Ken Allen. Usually that third-place driver is sitting in the catbird seat, so that's right where Ken Allen restarted last time. This time, Chad Allcares will start there, so Allcares will be to the inside of row number 2. See if we can get a little bit better of a restart this time. Make sure everybody goes ahead and, well, grabs the right gear. That's always a big one here as the iRacing.com pace car will make its way to pit road. Try it again. Green flag back out. Much better start that time. Max Terriot will squirt out ahead of the racing field here as Allcares. Looks like it's going to be Ken Allen getting the better of the... Oh, whoa, hold on to her, Victor Valls. He wasn't switching tires. He was switching lanes. He's still sideways, out of control. Pinball, and oh boy, we're going to go around. Couple drivers going around, coming to a rest here. Believe that is going to be... Yes, it is. Brandon Feeney stuck in this one also. Victor Valls was the driver that went around in car number 53. Murdoch all involved. See that 0-1 pulling away. Damage on the left front, damage on the right front of the 0-1 here tonight. A little bit of a crazy start here, and let's watch this one back. We're really going to have to dissect. There's Victor sideways down to the inside. He gets it corralled, and then he goes down on the corner, and the tires are so hot on that late model, it just slips sideways. Higgins nowhere to go. He's involved. There's Feeney, Brian Bianchi. He's in the middle. I don't think he got really any damage, though. Joshua Buckley was sandwiched in there. Right on board with Bianchi. It seems like we got the camera just fixated on Brian Bianchi's number 14 MA here. Bianchi with a little damage there. You see Feeney getting into it with the 62 because he was spun backwards. On board with Brandon Feeney. You heard Feeney completely out of the throttle there, trying to whoa her up to see where the spinning car was going to end up, and it ended up in his lap. So that one took out a lot of racers here tonight. You just can't run away and hide here at Southern National. It's very tight. It's a small track, just under a half mile in stature here at Southern National. Very, very high-speed banked little track. So when there's problems like you saw off the corner, there's big problems, and there's nowhere for these drivers to run away and hide. One driver stuck down on pit road. It looks like he's been there for 2 laps, and I think he's out of the car. That's the 0-1 of Richard Murdoch. Let's see if he can get back out onto the raceway or if his night is going to be done here early. Field has been told to double them back up. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car, getting ready to go back racing here. To be 26 laps. Count 26 laps in the books here tonight at Southern National. Back up through the gears and a great start by the number 42 of Max Terriel. It'll be Ken Allen, A.J. Watkins. Well, is it going to be Watkins or is it going to be Allcare? Allcare is down to the bottom side of the speedway, but A.J. Watkins looks like he's got the Lightning McQueen Rusty's entry wound up to the outside. And look who's already back inside the top 5. It's the number 12 of Eric Stout. He went for a slide, and he's already back up inside here. Battling is A.J. Watkins underneath the 81 of Ken Allen. Uh-oh, Brandon Feeney around, and I believe that's going to involve Feeney along with, is that Joshua Buckley? We'll have to see. It's not Buckley. I believe that's Dave Bragg. Bragg with a brand new paint scheme here tonight. So let's watch Feeney. What happens to Feeney? Look at the liquid Molly, the Feeney call number 38 down there under the inside Victor. Oh, he got it sideways. Brian Bianchi just nowhere to go, and tough break for the switch tire. Jiffy Lube number 31 of Dave Bragg. He got right into Brandon Feeney's number 38. Dave Bragg on board camera here tonight. Tried to react to stay out of Feeney, and unfortunately, you saw the big hit to the nose of the number 31 of Dave Bragg. Or see if that damage hurts him here tonight. So it's still Max Terriel out front. He has led them all since the drop of the green flag here. All 31 laps officially completed here tonight. Working the fourth caution flag of the early stages of this race. These drivers not quite getting into that long run groove that we normally see here on a Thursday night with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series. Tonight it is the St. Patty's Day weekend Willi Pilsner Bash presented by Macqui. Macqui, a long-time running sponsor here with the Thursday night series. And I tell you, these drivers, a lot of these drivers out of the Massachusetts area, and I tell you, every time I head north, I gotta make the stop. So we're gonna have to put Macqui on the list of places to head. Last time we traveled up, we were in the Worcester, Massachusetts area. We had to stop at Culpepper's Bakery and Cafe, another long-time running sponsor here with Red Light Racing. Red Light Racing is more than just a racing community. This is a family, and it's a family of sponsors here with the series. A lot of these sponsors returning year after year to be part of Red Light Racing. We're going to go back racing here as the green flag is going to fly again as they work out a 4. And a great start there by A.J. Watkins to the outside. Lightning McQueen trying to go high, wide, and around the outside for the race lead. He's not going to have it, though, out of turn number 2. It'll go right back to the hands of the number 42 of Max Terriel. Oh, Terriel checked up in the center of the corner. A.J. Watkins with a bump and run. And now here comes Eric Stout. He'll go down to the inside as Max Terriel trying to cool the tires off. They were 3 wide momentarily back there. It was Victor Vowles along with Ken Allen, and Allcares was right there also. Trouble at the front of the field, and Lightning McQueen is flipping. Oh no, A.J. Watkins flipping through the air. A little bit of a crazy one. That's going to take out a lot of the front runners here. Max Terriel is involved. Ken Allen was involved. There you see A.J. Watkins around. Let's watch it back. There's the number 12, Stout. Oh, he gets a bump there from the 95. He locks it down. And tumble after tumble goes to number 95. Max Terriel backing it down the front straightaway to try and stay out of everybody. Everybody, the top 5. First driver to get through With no contact is number 14. That is going to be Brian Bianchi. How does TJ Henson fare coming through this one? Hit the brakes. There's Lightning McQueen flying through the air. So it's easier for me to tell you who was not involved in the wreck. Brian Bianchi, Joshua Buckley, not involved in that wreck. Oh, Richard Murdoch, for all you Richard Murdoch fans, he was not involved in the wreck. He's back out there, though. There he is. Got a new nose cone on that car. He's ready to go. I bet he goes to the front. He's sitting currently... Oh, well... Maybe he's not going to go win this race here. Let me drop this down for you so you can see it yourself. 16 laps down for Richard Murdoch here tonight. Ready to go. It'll be Vals and Bianchi, Buckley and Henson. Green flag back into the air here tonight, closing in on halfway. Victor Vals with a race lead here. Just one of those Canadian drivers out front. It's Vals, Bianchi, Buckley. Battle for fourth. All cares to the inside. Spinning car. Spinning car was A.J. Watkins, and it looks like Brandon Feeney may be also wrapped up in this one. Uh-oh, 3 wide racing here at Southern National doesn't quite normally work. That was Batchelor and A.J. Watkins. And that was the 31 also of Dave Bragg. 3 wide down into turn 1. Bragg into that left rear of Watkins, and Watkins getting up into Kevin Batchelor. Batchelor did slide on the exit of turn number 2, but he got his car pointed back into the right direction very quickly. Battle of attrition here tonight for these drivers. Working the 6th caution flag of the evening here. It is the first time we've had the super late models out here onto the speedway this year with the checkered flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series. We started the season off in the limited late model, then we took the fenders off with the modified, and now we're here. We put the fenders right back on, and, well, next week we're going to take the fenders off once again. We're going to go to Langley next Thursday night. I almost said Wednesday night. It'll be Thursday night back on the air here with Red Light Racing. Then on March the 28th, we keep the fenders off once again. We head to the North Wilkesboro Speedway, the GK Properties Inspections LLC 100 from the North Wilkesboro Speedway. We go to Oxford. It's been many seasons since we've gone to Oxford. And how about Slinger? We're going to go to Slinger this year on April the 11th. That's going to be one you do not want to miss. 3 small tracks in a row. Oxford, Slinger, the Bull Ring. Those little bull rings, no pun intended for the Bull Ring in Las Vegas, is, well, they are some of the best races we see all year. Joshua Buckley really loves the Bull Ring, and he'll start row number 2 here on this restart to the inside. Green flag back up. Victor Val's going to take the race lead. He'll try to run away. Looking back here, that Big Bruce Customs logo on Victor Val's car. Joshua Buckley trying to take the long way down around the bottom side as he got a little loose up off the corner. There you see the 13 MA. Joshua Buckley currently sitting into the 5th spot, but Ken Allen trying to go right around the outside. His Global number 81 has definitely seen some better days. It's banged up on the right front nose, banged up in the rear, banged up on the left rear quarter panel. There's not many straight quarter panels on that car. Joshua Buckley's number 13 MA, well, it's got a little damage also. There's Max Terriel trying to work his way back in, currently running into the 6th position for the 42 of Max Terriel. See if he can just rip the bottom side of the speedway here. Buckley having a little loose condition that time out of turn number 4. Max will, though, be able to dispose of the number 13 MA of Joshua Buckley. Now Buckley will fall back into A.J. Watkins territory. There's the number 95 of A.J. Watkins trying to come back from the field. All drivers are out onto the speedway. Problems! A.J. Watkins having some problems here tonight. So the 7th caution flag of the evening, and then we will take a look. We saw A.J. Watkins involved, and this is what it was. Watkins with a lot of damage on car number 95. Went down to the corner, locked it up, and unfortunately nowhere for the 38 of Brandon Feeney to go, and then Richard Murdoch going to get involved once again. Watch, Murdoch's not even going to know what's going on for a moment. That's just how fast things happen here in short track racing. Tonight here at Southern National, we talked about it. It's a high banked under a half-mile speedway. And it plays host to the 3rd round of the season. Tonight, the St. Patty's weekend. Willi Pilsner Bash brought to us by Bar Macqui. They said, race fans, if you tell them that you saw this race, well, they said they will put you in a special stool at the bar. I don't know what that means. I really don't. I hope I get the special bar stool when I do get up there. Should be seeing the double 'em up sign this time by at the flag stand, and we do. So we're going back 2 by 2. It'll be Victor Valls to the inside, Brian Bianchi to the outside. It'll be Chad Allcares, then Max Terriel, Joshua Buckley, and Dave Bragg is how they are running currently. That's your top 6 drivers here tonight. All drivers are out onto the speedway, including Richard Murdoch, who is 16 laps currently behind. Bob Higgins is 3 laps down. Then it's Feeney and Allen. Allen went a lap down. Unfortunately, he came to pit road, and it looks like he just got trapped. Green flag back up. Chase me if you can to go to turn 1. Good run there by Victor Valls, and look at Allcare. He's going to try to go to the bottom side with the Dunkin' Donuts entry. How many race fans remember the old commercial, time to make the donuts, and that's what Chad Allcares is trying to do right now. Working the bottom side of that speedway, Brian Bianchi's to the outside with Culpepper's Bakery Cafe. Number 14, M.A. running inside the top 3, but Max Terriel's just behind them. Don't want to burn the tires up too much. Still a lot of racing left to go here. That battle is still raging on for 2nd. Victor Valls is trying to run away. He says, battle all you want. Now you see Brian Bianchi. You can hold the car up there for a little while, but you don't want to burn the tires up too much. He gave up the outside lane, allowed Allcares along with Terriel to get around him, so he'll funnel back into the 4th position for the time being. Battle still back here. That is Richard Murdoch. He's just trying to slice and dice and have a good time at this point. He's just one of them good old boys. Murdoch, obviously a proud father of 2, and his one daughter got to play the national anthem the other day, and oh no, another caution flag, and Lightning McQueen going around for the 4th time here on lap 66. Richard Murdoch's daughter, of course, getting to play the national anthem at the crew chief's retirement ceremony this past weekend. 2 weekends ago, I guess, at this point. See, I keep up with the news. Just a couple days late. Let's take a look back here. What happened to Buckley, Feeney, and Watkins. You see Watkins. See Buckley and Feeney just behind him. It looks like that damage on the 95 really hampering the performance of that car. It went down to the corner, got loose, locked him up again. And that time, Joshua Buckley and Brandon Feeney just know where to go. Right on board with the Granny Hips Walkers and Canes, number 13 MA. A little boop and a little pop up against the wall. While we were watching that replay, Victor Valls gave up the race lead. He came to pit road, so it'll be Chad Allcares, Max Terriot, Brian Bianchi, Eric Stout, TJ Henson, Kevin Batchelor. Batchelor has been very quiet tonight. There's the green and white, number 83 of Kevin Batchelor, a rookie with the series. Got Thrustmaster on the side of that, number 83 here tonight. He's picked up 9 spots. He's just been very quiet. You do see some damage. He was wrapped up, and I believe it was the 5th caution flag of the evening, the big one, if you will. And since then, he's just kind of stayed quiet and has worked his way slowly through the field here. Like I said, it's a battle of attrition here tonight. Working the 8th caution flag here on lap number 70 here tonight. Trying to get through this one. Lights are out, so it'll be in the hands of Chad Allcares. For the first time, the rookie will bring us back to green flag racing. Allcares, Terriot, Bianchi, and Stout is the top 4 drivers here. The first 2 rows as we get ready. It'll be 71 laps completed out of the 100 laps scheduled here tonight for St. Patty's weekend Willi Pilsner Bash at Bar Macqui. We're having a bash here tonight of our own. Allcares to the inside, and he'll get it loose. He got it loose. Max Terriot took advantage of that one right around the outside, and he's now new race leader. Eric Stout bouncing off the wall. He got into Brian Bianchi. Bianchi going to try and save it. He's not going to. He's going to lock it down. The 9th caution flag of the evening has just flown. There's a bunch of the race leaders getting together down in turns 1 and 2. Let's watch it back here. Eric Stout has some damage on the left front. That wheel is pointed in the wrong direction. Got it loose, get into the number 14 of Brian Bianchi. It turns the 14 around. Not sure. Look at that shot right there. Eric Stout's left front wheel is turned about, call it almost 60 degrees, I would say, to the right-hand side. That car just got loose and it took off on Stout, running into the side of the 14 of Brian Bianchi. Well, if you thought they were racing hard before with under 25 laps to go in the 9th caution flag of the evening, I do not think we are exactly done playing the pinball. Look at Stout's machine as he works down the back straightaway there. There you see that wheel. It is just absolutely caved in on the left front. Surprised that car is able to handle as good as it has. Race fans, we have to thank you tonight for tuning in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight to watch some short track racing action. If it is your first time, remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get the notifications anytime we come live, whether it's Red Light Racing here on Thursday or, well, hey, Red Light Racing has a NASCAR Series, Scrambler Series, and that is on Monday night where they run the NASCAR Next Generation car, the Xfinity car, the truck, and the ARCA Menards machine. So a lot of the big top series in NASCAR gets run on Monday nights at the big tracks, while we run our grassroots style racing here on Thursday nights. Super late models, modifieds. I also believe we have the SRX car joining the fray here this season. Green flag back up. It'll be 22 to go on the board. 22 to go. Max Terriot back out front here and in command. It'll be Stout trying to take the second spot with the very wounded number 12 machine here. Stout not able to get around Chad Allcares, who was working the outside groove. Now here comes the number 62 of TJ Henson. One car sideways, pinball. There it goes, the number 31. The switch tire, Jiffy Lube, number 31. Gonna go around. Brandon Feeney gonna join him in a little bit of a spin him back around and hammer back into her. Tenth caution flag with 20 laps to go. Take a look. What happens? Oh, Ken Allen into the back of the 31. We missed that from that live shot there. I believe there was a car, though, up in front that got out of it. I believe Brian Bianchi checked up to not run over Victor Valls. Yeah, there's Victor sideways. Bianchi gonna get a little tail slap, and everything just happens so quickly. Brandon Feeney, there you see him sliding it back around. Taking a look through the field here, the best looking car that has like no damage. Oh, well, I'm going to call it a masterpiece, and that's going to be that 83 there, Kevin Batchelor. Batchelor up those 9 positions, remember. He's running 6th currently. One of the only drivers that have not come to pit road here tonight, and one of the drivers that have the least amount of damage. Yeah, Jeremy out there saying the flag man getting a work out here tonight. That is for sure. You know, Richard Murdoch came back out onto the raceway. He was 14 laps down. If my memory serves me right, he was 14 laps down when he came out, and now he's 16 laps down. My math's not very good, but I don't think that's trending into the right direction. Lights are out. It'll be a 15-lap shootout. 15 cars out on the speedway. 15-lap shootout coming right at you. It'll be Terrill to the inside. It'll be Allcares to the outside. Then it's Stout and Henson. And then it is A.J. Watkins. Green flag up. Here we go to turn 1. Great restart there by these drivers. The battle, though, 3 wide towards the mid-pack. And that is Dave Bragg trying to come through the middle. He got around Ken Allen. Now he's going to go after Rob Higgins. He gets him. Now he'll go after Richard Murdoch. And, oh, boy, pinball right into the 83. That was Dave Bragg getting into the 83 there of Kevin Batchelor. Batchelor losing some positions on that restart. At the front of the field, Max Terrill just trying to check out here, run away and hide. Allcares has ran away from the number 12 of Eric Stout. Stout has that very damaged and wounded. Oh, hang on. As I believe that was A.J. Watkins, if I'm not mistaken. Watkins going around again. It looked like a very similar style incident as the past two. There's the 95. Let's watch it back. Looks like he's going to try to make the move to the inside there of the number 62, and then he gets it turned around. And oh, unfortunately, the 62 of TJ Henson also going around, and all the drivers piling in just behind him. Rob Higgins involved. There's the 83 of Batchelor involved. The Henson obviously is right there. Bob Higgins comes to a complete stop. See what this camera saw here down in turns 1 and 2. That was a hard hit there from Batchelor to Allen. So a little bit of rock'em, sock'em, and bop'ems here tonight. Looks like TJ Henson's car. There you see the Lightning McQueen entry. Got trapped a lap down from the iRacing.com safety car, so we'll see if he can get back around it here before we go back racing. It should get the one to go next time by, but the field should line them up like this. Max Terra, Chad Allcares, Eric Stout, Joshua Buckley, then Brian Bianchi, Brandon Feeney, Victor Valls, Kevin Batchelor, Rob Higgins, and TJ Henson rounding out the top 10 drivers. See at the flag stand this time. Lights go out. The 95 is told, pass the pace car. It's not often you get to hear pass the pace car. Normally it's let the pace car pass is what I'm hearing, along with the race leader, second, third, fourth, and then, yeah, I usually end up at the back. So the pace car make its way in, 6 laps to go. Max getting another great start from the race lead. Gonna be single file for the top 3 spots. It'll be the hi, how are you? The flagman waving at him, and it's not a flag he's waving, it's just his hand. 5 laps to go, 5 fingers into the air. Terry Alton, all cares have checked out. Looks like Brian Bianchi now going to try and go to town and go to work on the number 12 machine of Eric Stout with just 4 laps remaining. Stout, remember, nursing that very wounded number 12 machine. Oh, Feeney sliding it down into corner number 3. 3 laps to go. So Feeney was able to hang on to her, but he lost the spot to Joshua Buckley. Now, looks like Kevin Batchelor is there trying to take that also. The old popsicle sticks being thrown up. It'll be just 2 more times around that battle still for the final podium spot here. The Yankee trying to get to the inside of the number 12. A block being thrown. The white flag coming up this time. 1 lap to go. Presented by Cole Peppers Bakery and Cafe, and hang on to a Brian Bianchi. Bianchi going to hang on to it. He's going to lose a spot, though, and this time out of turn 4, it'll be Max Terrio adding another notch to his belt. He'll pick up the win here tonight at Southern National. All cares along with Stout finish on the podium here tonight. It'll be Victor Valls, Brian Bianchi, Joshua Buckley, Brandon Feeney, Dave Bragg, TJ Henson, and Kevin Batchelor is how they all come across. There's your winner, number 42 of Max Terriol. Terriol, after this one, I'm sure will just park it and get out of his machine. So while he does that, we'll take a quick step away, and we'll be back here to Southern National to talk to your drivers after the St. Paddy's Day weekend, presented by Bar Macqui.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to Southern National race fans. After 100 laps of short track racing action, the old-fashioned way. A little rubbing is racing here tonight at Southern National. Tonight's race was brought to us by Macqui with the St. Patty's Day weekend. Make sure to check them out this weekend. They got the Willi Pilsner Bash. Say that 100 times fast like we have here tonight. But St. Patrick's Day this weekend. Remember, race fans, if you're going out, don't be afraid, though, to call an Uber, a taxi, or a friend at home to get you home so you can go out and have another great night at Macqui. So what do you say we head down trackside, though? Start with our third place finisher here tonight, the driver of car number 12 of Eric Stout. Stout, a very, is there a straight fender on this car?
I don't think so. Lucky there's 4 tires on it.
Well, hey, it's the Days of Thunder style. We'll go for it. Tell us how that number 12 was here tonight at Southern National.
I mean, it was a debacle. I think you saw it. There's really no way to sugarcoat it. Pretty piss poor, kind of all around, with the exception of like 2 guys up front. I feel bad for Max, and I feel bad for Chad that they had to deal with that because they should have checked out. Max probably should have won this race by about 10 seconds. And the rest of us, it was just a total mess. So I'm happy to get a third. I don't know really how that worked out. I feel bad that I got into Brian there and cost him a good finish. But at the end of the day, it's 1 race out of 16, and gonna collect the points.
Yeah, so points here tonight. When we're done with this race, can I have the left front, because I don't know how it magically stayed on this number 12?
Yeah, we can auction it off like Hendrick does with all their used quarter panels and stuff.
Well, that should definitely bring, I think last time I saw a Kyle Larson part sell was like $2,000. So I'm sure we can get like 2 cents for yours.
Maybe $8.
Hey, sure. I'm sure Feeney will buy it, put it to his racing collection. But hey, what do you say we let you get out of here and take some Tylenol, take some leave, whatever you need to get rid of that little bit of a headache out here? Josiah says he'll give you $2 for it.
Sold.
So who do you say? Who's even left on the quarter panel here?
Well, first, I want to congratulate Max on the win and congratulate Chad on his first podium with the league. Happy to see him running up front and get a good finish. As always, my wife Lauren, Rosie, my mom, dad, stepmom Deb, and my aunt Jean, who all tune in. I want to thank Patrick for his help on the pit box. He actually got me through a couple of those skirmishes pretty cleanly, which was really helpful. I want to say hi to AJ, who is watching from home, I guess. Movember Foundation, Team 53, and Team Watson Racing Setups, and of course, Turn 3 and the Checkered Flag Auto Supply for supporting the series.
He hit them all right on the head here tonight. It's the driver of car number 12. He will, limp it across the line here tonight. Eric Stout will finish P number 3. The driver that will finish 1 spot better than him, driving car number 17. How about it, Chad? A podium here tonight and just your 3rd start with the series.
Oh, yeah, it worked out pretty well. I got to start up front a little bit, got some practice in yesterday. I think Max and I were trying to one-up each other on who could set the fastest lap, and he was doing that yesterday, so wasn't surprised seeing him up front with all the practice he put in. I mean, a lot of effort from Max's part, so definitely paid off.
Tonight here we see obviously a ton of restarts. This number 17 made some passes from the outside to the inside. Where was this car able to make up some ground here tonight on those restarts?
I was able to make ground on the outside, but I'd rather run the inside when it comes to Southern, because on the outside, it can snap loose a little bit when you get on that gas. It happened to me a couple times. But when you're on the inside, you have to bog it down a little bit to cut the corner so you don't slide up into the car on the outside, so you can lose momentum. So when I started restarting on the outside in the later part, it was all right because I was able to get that momentum kind of slingshot off the outside of that turn.
Well, you're able to slingshot here tonight. Do you think if we had another late race caution here tonight, do you think you had anything for that black number 42 that you saw out in front of you?
I think I would have been able to get alongside, but I have a feeling that Max would fight pretty hard on the outside, and it'd probably been a good two-way battle there. But I think he had a better handle on drive off. So like when you get on the gas with this car, sometimes it has a tendency for the rear wheels to spin, right? And I was having issues with that. getting on the throttle and then kind of squeezing the gas to get it up there, while he in the first 2 or 3 laps after a restart would just gap me by about a second or so. And so that last restart gave me hope, because I was able to actually get to his bumper, but then he was able to get that drive off, and then it was pretty much game over after that point.
Well, a great run for you here because you were able to hold your own against the field here tonight and your own against that white, or not the white, it's the yellow flag. We were obviously all hoping to see that white flag here tonight. So what do you say we hand you the microphone? Who do you got to thank for, bringing the Dunkin' Donuts machine out here tonight?
I just got to thank my wife for letting me do this, honestly. Today she just said, you racing tonight? I'm like, yeah, I got a league race, so we got to figure out dinner before now. And just my pets for not bothering me and getting on the wheels while I'm racing. Thank you, Luna, for not doing that. But yeah, just that's about it. Just my wife and my stepson. He's a gamer and he understands what I'm trying to do here as well.
Well, we're all gamers, and sometimes those rookies, they come in here and they impress. Tonight, Chad Holcare's car number 17 will impress. He battled with the 42 of Max Terriot right to the end, but Max Terriot going to walk away with the win. How about it, Max? A little bit of a trying night here for a lot of these drivers, and you will hold on to finish P number 1.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. It's a good thing that this short track runs quickly under yellow because, yeah, that was maybe a little bit more than we expected. Setup was tricky, and yeah, corner exits were very slick, so probably what happened the most times.
A lot of times we bring these super late models out, a lot of horsepower up underneath these things. What is the trick here in your veteran experience of short track racing, high horsepower cars here on iRacing? What does it take here to handle all that power?
Especially at Southern with these high horsepower car, it was about maintaining momentum through the apex, and I wouldn't say being half throttle, but being partially on throttle to not surge the power all at once on corner exits. So that was keeping the balance, of course, of not overdriving the turns, but yeah, keeping some throttle instead of just smashing it on the corner exits. That was the key, I think.
Well, we smashed a lot of things here tonight, Max, and how does it feel to be back in victory lane here? Because, well, it's been a little bit of a trying year here in the first handful of races for you too.
Yeah, it hasn't. The finishes have been there, so I'm actually happy about the beginning of the season. So a win early like this is good for the points, and well, the bonus points for clean races. I think for tonight nobody gets it, so you can't really gain up on others by just being clean. But hey, we'll move on from here. This car is tough. I think this car, never driven one in real life, but I don't know if it translates all that good with that much horsepower and not having all the feedback that you get in real life. So I think we'll be better suited with the Cars Tour late model stocks next time we get in them.
Can't wait for that. But what do you say? Let's roll the red carpet out. Who back home north of the border helps you, or at least tunes in to watch you?
Yeah, once again, my fiance, my friend Max, and my dad, they're always watching Mondays or Thursdays. Shout out to Chad for a second place finish. He was fast last night in practice, so I'm happy to see him up here. And to Josh and Rob for this Thursday night league, Turn 3 Networks as always. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
There it is, the man that picks up the win here tonight, the number 42, Max Terriot, will have a win in his pocketbook moving forward here this season. So with tonight being in the books, your top 3 finishers were Max Terriot, Chad Olcares, and Eric Stell. Behind them, it was the number 53 of Victor Valls coming across the line, and Brian Bianchi rounding out the top 5. The rest of your top 10 was going to be Joshua Buckley, Brandon Feeney, Dave Bragg, and TJ Henson, along with Kevin Batchelor. Talked about Kevin Batchelor. His car, at one point, he had picked up 9 spots, and his car looked the cleanest. Well, that got ruined at the end of the night. He will fall back into the 10th position after all the laps are counted up here tonight. Remember, this weekend, though, is St. Patrick's Day, and you can have one heck of a bash over at Bar Macqui. St. Patty's Day weekend, the Willi Pilsner Bash at Bar Macqui. Remember, race fans, if you do head out to the bar, especially to the Bar Macqui, if you have a little too much fun, call your best friend, wake him up, tell him you need a ride to come get you, because you want to go out the following weekend with that best friend and thank him for getting you home safely. But race fans, that's going to do it here from Southern National. For everybody at Bar Macqui, everybody at the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, everybody at Red Light Racing, and all of us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual show here from Southern National. And until we catch you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.